One of the things I have really been studying is Carl Jung's work on the shadow.
Yes.
And one of the things that you talk about is that we're often living in a shadow version of one of our archetypes. How does someone know if that's happening to them?
So that's when once I make it easier to have a quiz for you to identify which particular aura layer is your wound. So that's pretty much when we're born. That's the biggest thing that we are afraid. So if basically what trigger your biggest fear? Let me ask you this question. That's typically can tell me what is your biggest shadow that's overcasting your light. And if you can work on that, so basically if that particular aura layer is like anything that hits to that point, if it's the throw, it's about public speaking up your own truth and conformity, like you choose conformity over confrontation and all of these, then you know that okay, this is my shadow that I need to work on really hard this lifetime. And for some people it's relationships, especially if it is sacral chakra related to the orange aura layer, is I just want harmonious relationships, and they were sometimes stuck in abusive relationships just because of that. You know, that the mosquito or audit. I love that, to audit out all that negative soul contracts. But people just stuck there in cycles of incarnation to clear out all of those negative soul contracts. So, like, how to identify that particular shadow? I would say ask yourself, what's your biggest fear? This is my passion, if this is my mission this lifetime, what's the biggest thing that you think is preventing you to do that? Okay. And from an energetic standpoint, once you take the quiz, you identify your soul wound aura layer. What does this aura layer or what does this chakra, is this particular energy is related to? For example, I mentioned Jessica's wound was in the yellow aura layer power, but the solar plexus chakra. That's all about self-esteem, self-acceptance. Can you even accept that, right? Like even you know that your shadow is this, can you accept it? Self-confidence and all of these. And that's how you identify what your shadow point is. And another tip is that what when you are early in your childhood, what is a recurring physical symptoms that you have all the time? I have nose bleeding and strep throat when I was a kid, pretty much all the time. And this is the physical location around the throat chakra. Now, if you have like stomach issues, is it lower stomach or upper stomach? If you have liver issue, pancreas issues, that's like the yellow aura layer. So each aura layer is coincide with a different part of your body. For example, my daughter always have ankle issues. I know that's red aura layer. That's the foundation, right? So if you can, that's another tip. You layer it with your physical body where you always have recurring issues. That's the part that you need to heal. And that's whatever that aura layer is associated with that body part, that also tells me energetically it's blocking you from shining your light.